Okay. Good morning to all of you. So today I am going to take the class of data communication. As I said in my previous class that there are two subjects I am taking. One is Linux programming and second one is data communication. Okay. So today we are going to have a discussion on data communication. So before proceeding for the topics, uh, just quickly I will explain the syllabus that there are. You can see that there are five modules are present. Okay, so module 1 to 5, and in this module 1 to 5 actually there are the first four module 1 to 4 actually 1 2 3 and 4, most of the topics have covered in your previous semester, if I am not wrong, that in your digital electronics or basic electronics, in this type of topics, in this type of subjects, this type of topics have already covered, like the signal analysis, what is composite signal, analog and digital signals, then some carrier shifting, then frequency multiplexing, time division multiplexing. So this type of topics was discussed in your previous semester of digital electronics and basic electronics, right? So what I will do, that I will go reverse, means I will start from the topic of module 5 and then later on to the module 1, because as module 1 2 3 and 4 was already have some basic idea and you have covered in your previous semester. So I will explain that module 1 to 3 and 4, I will have a discussion in my later classes, but before, first I will start with module 5, where the main topics of data communication is actually there. Okay, so I am going to start the class from the reverse end, from module 5 to module 1. Okay, so quickly let's get to the topic. Okay, so our topic of discussion or the subject is that data communication. So first of all, okay, first let me stop my screen sharing. Okay, so let me hear from you people that what is data, means what is data according to you people. So I want some answer and responses from you people. So tell me what is data according to you. Anyone who wants to answer, just unmute yourself and tell me that what is data according to you.
So useful information.
Useful information. Okay. Anyone else?
It's the collection of raw facts and files.
Raw facts and files. Okay. Fine. Anyone? Anything wants to say? Okay. So the data is actually anything, any raw information. We can say that that is a data. Means suppose what I am talking about, it is also an data. Means I am trying to tell you something, and that is a data for you people. So anything in the world, a small thing also and a kind of big thing also, that is a useful thing to some particular person is called a data. Now useful in terms of, suppose I am trying to have a discussion on data communication, so whatever the things I am going to discuss regarding this data communication is a useful data for you people, right? But suppose in my data communication class, if I am trying to teach some mathematics part, so that is not an useful data for you. So there are a lot of data, the number of data or the volume of data is very high, is very, very high actually. Okay, because every day, every minutes, in every seconds, the number of data or the generating, the data is generating in every seconds. Okay, so whatever we are doing, the data is getting generated, and for that the volume of the data is getting very high day by day. But we have to pick from the large volume of data what is useful for us. So as we are an engineering student, if we are trying to cover something of history and mathematics, history, geography, so that is not an useful data for us. Okay, but that is also an data. So we need to pick what is useful for us, what is important to us, and that is an important data. So data, there is a large number of volume of data, but what is useful for us, we need to choose that, we need to pick that. Okay, so as the data or data communication in the topic. So it is a basic, we can say the definition that a data communication, what we can say that it is a exchange of data between two devices. So data, we have multiple number of data or a large volume of data, and we need to pick some useful data for us. But in data communication, what is the definition of data communication? That it is saying we the transfer or the exchange of data between two or more than two devices also. So n number of devices can be connected, and the transfer or the exchange of information between that n number of devices, the process is called the data communication. And for that exchange of exchange or the transmission of information, there we need some transmission medium. So it can be a wireless medium or it can be a wired medium, apart from whatever the connections we have set up. So what is data communication? We can say in a single line or definition that it is exchange of information between a n number of devices via some transmission medium. So data communication is an exchange of data between n number of devices via some transmission medium, and the medium can be wired or wireless, whatever it can be. Okay, so to set up this data communication means to exchange the information. We are trying to exchange the information, we are trying to pass some message over to a person. Okay, suppose right now if I'm considering this particular moment, I am trying to tell something, I am trying to discussing on a topic. So I am connected with some devices, right? I am connected in a device, and you people also are connected in a device, right? So if I'm considering that I am a single point of contact from where I am trying to say something, and that is delivered to n number of devices, because there are, I suppose there are 28 students are present, 27. So my speaking or whatever I'm saying is delivered to that 27 other devices. So 27 devices are connected with me right now. So n number of devices, as I said, so the 27 number of devices are able to hear me or able to see my screen. So that is called a information or exchange of information. When I am sharing the screen, means I am sharing some information or sharing some data to you people. So that's why you people are able to see that. So one point where the data is shared, and that is shared to that 27 other devices. So this is a process, or this is a data communication basic understanding, we can say. Now to make this happen, to proceed for this data communication process, what is actually required, that there are two basic things is required. First one, some hardware, and second one, some is the software. Okay, hardware and software. So hardware, what are the hardware component we require for this data communication? Anyone can say that what are the hardware devices we need to make this data communication process? Can anyone name some devices? Anyone? Any device name? What are the devices we can use for the data communication process?
Sir, Bluetooth.
Sir, system, Wi-Fi,
Sir, keyboard.
Okay. The most important thing that no one tell here, that is NIC, that is a network interface card. Okay, because it is means digital revolution is happening, or we are all in a digitalized media or digitalized mode, we can say, where internet is a major concern in our life now. Whatever we are doing, from getting to the bed, okay, I mean waking up from the bed, and well, I'm going to sleep in the night, all the time we are connected in an internet platform. Okay, suppose we are in a WhatsApp, that is the internet platform, Facebook, Twitter, anything, LinkedIn, or we are having a class in online. So all the things are related to some network, all the things are related to internet. So if our system, okay, so system is required, that is one necessary thing. So if we don't have a system, system means any devices. So it can be a mobile phone, it can be a laptop, it can be a desktop, anything can be. But we have a system, but if it doesn't support a network or it doesn't have any internet connection, then we basically we send our information or we transfer or exchange the information. Is the most easiest way to exchange this is that to share via internet, because in a single minute or in a single seconds the data can be transferred from one place to another place. Okay, Bluetooth it can be, because we can share some information within the Bluetooth, but for that the Bluetooth person need to be in the same place. But what keeps us together, that is the internet, because by sitting here in the college I can share any information to you people. Maybe everyone house or location is different, so internet is a major part in our daily life now. So system devices, anything it can be, then some network interface card that is needed in our systems, then we can say the Wi-Fi, or then we can say a server where the things is actually installed, because where are we getting this particular internet? Okay, so any particular operator needs to be needed. So for that, the operator setup, so hardware setup, the server setup, all of these comes under the hardware part. Okay, and next the software part. Software part is basically that whatever the platform we are using. Software means any software platform you are using to communicate between this, between n number of devices, right? So this can be the two basic things that we require as a hardware and the software. So the communication system is made of two basic things, that is a hardware and second one is the software. Now regarding the topic, as we are discussing the topic of data communication, so there are some attributes that defines that it is the basics of data communication system. So there are some attributes that is actually present in our data communication system. So if all the attributes are satisfying or all the attributes are actually working together, then a data communication we can say is it is a reliable or it is a proper data communication system is there. So what are the attributes we can say? First one is the delivery, second one is the accuracy, third one is the timeliness, and fourth one is the jitter. So four attributes are there. First one is delivery, second one is the accuracy, third one is the timeliness, and fourth one is the jitter. So delivery, okay, delivery means I am sending some data and the data needs to reach the particular person to whom I am sending the data. So suppose a mail, we are trying to put some mail ID and then we are trying to share some information, or some WhatsApp, we are trying to put a contact name and then sharing some information or trying to send some messages. So the delivery is needed. Now the data communication here, one thing is actually I like to add, that is the speed of the network. The internet speed or the bandwidth is also an important part here, because if the speed or if the internet bandwidth is not good, then it will take time. So it will take time to deliver the data or to deliver the messages. So that is some related to two things, two attributes here. The internet bandwidth or the speed of the internet is related to two top attributes. One is the delivery, second one is the timeliness. So delivery and the timeliness, because if we trying to send some data urgently, but due to the poor network connection, it will not reach to the person quickly. So that will take some time. So delivery and the timeliness. Also one thing is there in the part of delivery, that is whether my data is reaching to the correct person. Okay, suppose what is actually happening, I'm trying to write some mail. Now we have to type the mail ID by ourselves. Now when we are trying to write the mail ID, so if we make a mistake, so that will not reach to the person to whom I am trying to send the data. Maybe it can be a bounce mail, or maybe it will reach to some other person who actually don't aware about this particular messages, or which is not useful to it. But the delivery here is false from the sender side. So sender is when it is sending some data, so the sender need to confirm or sender need to check that whether I am trying or whether I am doing all the things correctly, whether the mail ID is putting I am writing that is correct. So all the things is need to be checked from the sender side. So that one is a part of a delivery. Second one is the accuracy. So accuracy is related to the delivery. So accuracy is also that I have said that if I'm trying to write some mail ID, so the mail ID needs to write correctly, otherwise it will not reach to the person where I'm trying to send. So the delivery and accuracy are quite relatable to each other. Timeliness is also, I have discussed that if the network speed or internet speed is not so good or it is poor, then it will not reach to the distant person within the time. So the delivery will be late or maybe it will get delayed. Okay. And fourth one is the jitter. Jitter is actually what that the variation of in the packet arrival time. So actually what happens when we are trying to send some data in the wired or wireless medium, whatever it can be. So the data, we are, suppose we are sending a file. So the computer or the system or the network system is don't about the files or the alphabets, anything. It just understand only two things, that one is 0, another one is 1. So whatever we are trying to share, that is converted in the combination of 0 to 1 form, right? So you people know that binary and this particular systems where the data is, how to change the data, how the data is converted in octadecimal, binary decimal. So this is another issue. So when I'm trying to send some data, that is converted into some 0 to 1 combination of 0 to 1 form, and then what happened, the total data is broke into some packets. Okay, so every packets have some content of the destined IP address. So this is, there is a whole setup actually behind this data communication process. So it is a vast thing. We are going to describe each and every processes in the next upcoming classes also. So this jitter is the variation of the packet arrival time. So for a particular information, suppose I am trying to send data communication to a particular person. So this data communication first will convert it into a binary form, that is a consist of 0 and 1. And then what will happen, that this maybe if the consisting of it is a large, then it will broke into some packets, and then the packets will be transferred from the sender to the destined IP address. So the packets, the reaching of the packets to the destined IP address is called the process, or is called the variation in the packet arrival time, or it is called also the process of jitter. So jitter means there is no delay or uneven delay in the delivery of the audio and video packets. Okay, so audio and video packets means I am saying something and I am also sharing the screen to you all. So you can see and you can hear the thing when I am saying. So there is no delay or no jitter, because here also the topic of internet speed is relatable. Because if my speed is not good, if my speed is lagging, then you people will not be able to hear my voice or see my screen on time. Whenever I'm saying, you are not able to see or you are not able to hear that. So in both the four attributes, we can say that delivery, accuracy, timeliness, and jitter, in four attributes, the internet speed is one of the major components for all these four attributes. Okay, so these four attributes is the main process of data communication. Anyone, any query regarding this? Okay. So next topic, that is the components of the data communication system. Components of the data communication system. So first we'll look for the diagram here, that is a figure is actually present, that is the sender and a receiver is there. A sender and a receiver is there, and there is a transmission medium. Maybe it can be wired or maybe it can be wireless. Okay, that is not an issue. So there are sender sending some message or trying to pass some information to the receiver. Now between the sender and receiver, or exchange of information is happening between the sender and receiver, both the party, the sender and the receiver, need to follow some rules. So that rules is known as protocol, also the network protocol. So this network protocol here, it is defined some rules for the networking or for the happening of transformation or the exchange of information in the networking. So there are some protocols need to follow, and following that protocol, then the sender can send some message to the receiver and the receiver can receive the message. So there are 5 components is present in the communication system. So we can see from the diagram that 3 communication we can see. Okay, that is one sender, second one is the receiver, third one is the message, fourth one is the transmission medium we can say, and fifth one is the protocol. So via the diagram we can see what are the 5 components are needed. So sender, receiver, transmission medium, message, and the protocol. So these are the 5 components, the basic 5 components we can say for the communication system. The 5 components, 5 basic components for the communication system, that is the sender, receiver, message, transmission medium, and the protocol. Now coming to one by one. So the terms, this message, sender, receiver, transmission medium, and protocol, the first 4, message, sender, receiver, transmission medium, it is means you people have all the idea, because we all are actually is in the internet era, or in the networking area or network era actually. So all the time we are connected in the internet, all the time we are doing WhatsApp, Facebook, or doing online classes. So message, what is the message? Message is a text, an audio file, a video file, picture, anything. So anything that can be sent is a message. I am trying to send some message by typing something. I am trying to record an audio and deliver it to the person. I am trying to send some video. I am trying to send some picture. So all the things are is a message, and its message is the information. This message is the information between the sender and the receiver. So what is the message here? Can anyone say that what is the message at this particular moment between you people and me? What is the message? Means what is the mode of message here?
Audio and video.
Audio and video. Okay, so this is the message is actually happening at this particular moment. So audio and video. Okay, maybe when I'm trying to share some link, that is a text, that is also a message. A picture of any event we can share in our college portal or college website or in the LMS website. So whatever it can be. Next one is the sender. Sender, who is trying to send a message. The simple words we can say that sender is who is trying to send a message. It is the sender. The simple word we can say, or the sender is not the person. Okay, here most of us consider that who is the sender. Sender is the person. Means if I am trying to talk about the sender in general term, yes, the person who is speaking, that is me, is the sender. But in the computer network, if we think from the area of computer network, then the sender is not me. The sender is my PC, the device. So from which I am connected and I am able to share the information with you people. So this is the sender. So sender means the IP address from where the thing is generated, from where the thing is generated. So this is the sender. So sender in general term, we can say that I am sending a message, so I am a sender. No, you are not a sender. Your system is the sender. From the device where you are connected is called the sender in the term of networking, in the term of data communication or the computer network, we can say this is the sender, a device from where the data is sent. So it is a sender. And similarly to the receiver, we can say from that device where the data is received. So the device where the data is received is called the receiver. So the devices, as we are talking, as we are discussing on the topic of computer network or the data communication, both are quite similar, because in the upcoming semesters when we are going to take the class of computer network, these things will come again. So computer network also, the sender and receiver, the devices, not the person, the devices. Okay. Transmission medium. Okay, now the transmission medium, as I said previously, that there can be 2 type of transmission medium. One can be the wired and one can be the wireless. Wired and wireless, there are some variation between wired and wireless, or there are some differentiation also. So this transmission medium, it can be the physical part, also a wireless part. Okay, physical means we are actually using some cables. Our line or cables is connected, and then the data is passing through that particular cable. Okay, so Suppose out of there the 32 or 33 students, some of you have some LAN connection in your room, LAN connection in your room, and some of you are using some mobile data, some of you are using some dongles. So both it is a consisting, all of you have some either some wired connection or either some wireless connection, right? So this is the transmission medium. So wired connection or wireless connection it can be. So this wired connection, we can say the example as a twisted pair cable, coaxial pair cable, fiber active cable. So in recent time, most of the things have been changed or transformed into the fiber optic cable because the speed of the fiber optic cable is too much fast. So as it is an internet era, we all need the bandwidth, or the internet speed is very high, because if it is getting slowed for some particular time, if our website, suppose I am trying to open a Flipkart, as there is big billion sale is going on and everyone is looking for something to buy. Okay, so we are going to buy something, but the page is not responsive. There can be two possible options. One, either the host server is not working, or second one, either my network is not working. So Flipkart, it is always monitoring its networking. So very few chances are there that his page is not working. But second one can be the highest option, because we all have in a different location. So some location the networking is very good and some location the networking is very poor. So that's where the thing is dependent. So fiber optic cable, it is trying to change all the places, as the speed in fiber optic cable is very high. So when I'm trying to buy something from the Flipkart in big billion day, so we need our internet is very fast. Otherwise, some other person will book that product before me and I will not get that. So that's what is happening when any flash sale is going on. So this is a very common scenario to all of you. So I'm trying to give some live example or the real life example that can be related to you people. Okay. And wireless medium, it can be some radio waves, microwaves, infrared waves, anything can be. So wired and wireless, the discussion of this wired and wireless, the cables and all of the things will become in a later part. I'm just first trying to give the basics, and then we are going in the depth of the topic. Last, the protocol. As I said, what is protocol? That there are some rules. The networking communication system needs to follow some rules, and this rule is a governed data rules. So for the passing of the information or to communicate between two devices, there are some rules that has been set up by the governments or the networking sector, we can say, for the data transformation or data exchange. Why this protocol is needed? Actually, because the protocol is mainly needed here, or the protocol is mainly focused here for one reason: the safety and the security of the data. Safety and the security of the data. We are sharing many data, but as this is an internet era, there is a major threat is there, that is a hacking or loss of information or stealing of information. That can be very sensitive data, because okay, suppose a Flipkart ID, okay, a Flipkart ID, if a Flipkart ID is lost, or it can be my mail ID have forgot the things, or anyone have hacked into my Flipkart, so that is not an issue, because what maximum it can be, he can buy a product from my Flipkart account, but that will not too much problematic for us. Okay, that can be problematic also, because if it is doing some bad things for that, if from my Flipkart account any bad thing is happening, then it is responsible that from where it is happening, from my Flipkart account. So that is a problematic thing. But if my bank account is hacked or bank account information is getting stealed by some other person, then it is a very major concern. So as this is the internet era and we are dealing all the things in networking, we are trying to buy something, we are going on the online platform, we are trying to exchange money, we are going for the online platform. So whatever from A to Z, anything we are trying to do via the network. So the security and safety is the major concern here, and that's where the protocol scenario come in, because this protocol scenario have some rules and regulations for the sender and the receiver at the same time. So the data, the safety of the data and the security of the data will be there. So the loss of data or the hacking or the theft of the data can be minimized. So that's where the protocol scenario coming in. Okay, so without a protocol, without by following the protocol, if the sender and the receiver devices are not following the protocol, then they may be connected with each other, but the data or the exchange of data will not be happening, or the communication of data will not happen. So these are the 5 basic components in the data communication scenario. We can say that transmission, sender, receiver, message, and the protocol. So protocol is actually for the safety and security purpose of the data exchange. Any questions or anything? Anyone, anything wants to ask or say?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so what the next topic is actually saying, then we are going for the next topic. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. So these are very basic. We are not going to waste much time here. That is the data representation. So means the message. What are the different forms of the messages? I don't need to explain it to you people very much, because all of you are aware about this particular thing, because all of you are socialized or social media user. So we don't need to explain this thing much. So what are the different forms? As I said in the message part already, that the text, the number, the images, the audios, and the videos. So these are the data, or these are the messages it can be. So text, it is a represented as a bit pattern. So now where the here one thing we can say, that text means in WhatsApp we quickly write something. So A, B, C, D, E, F, whatever it can be, means some alphabets we are writing. Also we are writing some numbers. So this alphabet and the numbers we are trying. So because this we are writing, because this alphabets and the numbers are easily understandable to the human mind. So we can understand that things very easily, but the device, it is not actually, means the device is not recognize these letters and the numbers, these things. The device only recognize 2 things, that is a 0 and 1. So what happened here, that whenever we are trying to write some data, just think one quick thing here, that we are writing the data, we are sending the data, but how fast it is happening, that the alphabet is getting converted into the sequence of 0 and 1. So that exchange or the conversion of the data from the alphabet to some binary, or the or we can say the sequence of 0 and 1, how fast it is happening. Because if it is not happening so fast, then after writing the message and then pressing the send button, it will just quickly getting delivered, and the delivered person or the received person is seeing that at that particular moment. So the 2 things are happening is so fast. 2, no, actually I will say 3 things. First one, the sender is writing something. Second, after pressing the send button, here the data is getting converted very fast to the sequence of 0 and 1. Then from the receiver side, the message is received in the form of 0 and 1, and then it is converted very fast to the alphabet and the number. So there these 2 things is happening very fast, so that our message is getting transferred, our information is getting shared to the delivered person, and he or she can be view that, or she can realize that. So that exchange or the conversation of the alphabet to the sequence of 0 and 1 is happening very fast. So that is the high speed. Actually that is a very needed thing in our daily life. So we don't like to be delayed. So it is a common thing for all. If anything that we are waiting for, if I'm trying to send something, if it is getting delayed, then we become impatient sometimes. Suppose we are trying to buy something on a flash sale, but my network is not working, so we become impatient. So for this, the speed or the conversion of all the things is required very fast, so that there can be, from the user side, the impatient can be minimized. Second one, the number, it is also a bit pattern form. Images is a pixel form, so it is also represented in a bit pattern. So whatever the pattern actually, whatever the information, whatever the message it can be, so the bit pattern or the 0 and 1, the conversation of 0 and 1, the sequence of 0 and 1 will be there. Audio and video. Audio is a sound representation, actually, we know. So audio is continuous. So when the audio is actually getting transformed, so the sequence of flow, the flow of the data needs to be sequential, or the constant or it is regular. So otherwise, if there is a break, then the audio will not be proper. And the video, it is also the same thing, just like the audio, the data flow will be need to be constant. Otherwise, we will not see, we will not able to view the things properly. So these are the 5 different forms of information or the message we can say. So these are the data representations, how the data can be represented, the text file, the number, the image, the audio, and the video. The image can be 2 types, black and white and RGB, or the color image, black and white image or the RGB image. Okay. So up to this we are going to discuss today, because from the next one there are some new things that is going to be described, and we are going to discuss much more on that, because I am stopping it here because the time is very less for today. Okay, so up to this particular topic we are going to end today's class, right? So one thing quickly you people do, as the LMS is not working, there's some technical problem in LMS, so I cannot mark your attendance is LMS right now. So just quickly write down your names in the chat box so that I can manually enter your attendance later on. Okay, so there are some technical problem is happening in the LMS. Our technical team is trying to resolve it. We are into it. So just you people write quickly your names in the chat box for this attendance. Okay. And the class note will be shared in LMS when the LMS will be active again, and the class video will be available in the department YouTube channel. Okay, so the previous class lecture and this class lecture will be uploaded by today, and you people will be able to see it in the departmental YouTube, and go and check the departmental page, YouTube page. And if anyone have any query, anything, any doubts regarding whatever we have discussed today, then they can ask me or tell me.
Sir, which book should we follow for this subject?
Books you don't need to follow basically, because I am going to share this whole data or whole PDF to you people in the LMS. Okay, so this is actually a book from where I am trying to people you study. So this is an ePDF actually. But if you are don't, in my mind I don't need to think anything, you people need to, but still there are books also available. You can what I can say, some data communication books. Okay, wait a minute. Behrooz you can follow. Okay, there are some Behrooz data communication. DP Nagpal is there.